Doing two NBA player props here on PrizePicks for Monday, March 31st. Before we get started, you guys, take a look in the description below of this video. Hop into the Discord. It's where I post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks. We have the caption there as well. Super positive community overall. Everyone just trying to help each other cash. Again, currently doing a promo right now for first-time members of the Discord. 20% off your first month. It's normally $9.30 per month, 31 cents per day. But if you use that promo code TUFF, 20% off your first month. If you are a first-time user, comes out to like $6 for the first 30 days. So again, link in the description below for that. Again, also want to mention I'm not a gambling expert. This is not financial advice. Simply displays I'm personally looking at making. Hopefully give you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions here. Again, no one's pressing submit on those parlays other than yourselves. But let's get right into it, you guys. I got two player props that I am targeting for this Monday, March 31st slate. Let's not waste any time. Let's just get right into it. I want to keep this video as brief and concise as possible. First play is going to be a PRA. First half, it's going to be Sabonis over 18.5 first half PRA. Again, Sabonis was injured, right? Has kind of had a weird season with De'Aaron Fox being traded and things like that. But this hit rate is very strong. 45 of 62 on the season, 73% hit rate. Going back to last season, he had a 77% hit rate on this line. Again, this is outlier, by the way. Link in the description below can get you a 7-day free trial. But like I said, hit rate on this is extremely efficient. We look at this matchup here, Sacramento, Indiana. Indiana's been playing really well, and the Kings have been getting blown out recently. So that's why I'm taking first half here. Even if we look at Sabonis last game, we took him, I think, in the Discord last game against Orlando. He had 23 PRA, but we actually took his full game, 35.5. He had 23 PRA in the first half. He ended up finishing with, like, I think 31 PRA because he did not play the fourth quarter of that basketball game, which is obviously tough if you're taking full game lines. And even the spread being 5.5, I'm not risking it. I think Sabonis is a first half kind of monster. When it comes to production, I think they really try to get him involved early and things like that. But like I said, going back to it, hit rate on the season is elite. Like I said, 73% hit rate. Head-to-head as well, 3 of 3. This is obviously a revenge game. The Pacers traded away Sabonis for Tyrese Halliburton like 3 years ago. And in 3 matchups, 3 of his last 3 matchups, he's averaging 24 first half PRA, 24, 20. And then earlier this season, back in December, had 29 first half PRA. Against the Pacers, just went absolutely crazy. And the Pacers are obviously a good matchup. We look at, the Pacers allow points in the paint. Sabonis can impact the game with rebounds and assists as well. I think he's good for about 8+ RA at least at minimum in a first half, probably more than that. But the Pacers do allow the 4th most points in the paint in the NBA, just, allowing just a ton of overall production and points in the paint to big men. Now, if we look at other centers, PRA game log this season versus the Pacers, logging 10 minutes. Just recently, like we saw Alex Sarr put up 20 first half PRA. Before that, Rudy Gobert 23. Kai Jones 15, right? It's like players that have the usage of Domantas Sabonis are like players like Jokic, a healthy Anthony Davis, a healthy Joel Embiid. Like Sabonis is one of those elite usage big man guys who obviously are going to be, used in a variety of different ways offensively. But it's like Sengun would be a similar one. Bam Adebayo would be a similar one. Both have cleared the over on this line pretty easily against Indiana. Jokic down here, 17, a weird one. Very weird in my opinion, given I just used him as an example. Again, this is back in February. Not really sure what went on in this one, that he didn't just hammer this line. But I love this spot for Sabonis. If you look at forwards as well, Giannis just smashed this line, 25+ first half PRA recently against the Pacers as well. So, again, this is a great spot for Sabonis. Revenge game, revenge game narrative. First half, 18.5 PRA over. It's the first play. Second play here is going to be going back to the full game lines. It's going to be a fantasy score. I'm looking at Pele Larson over 18.5. I think this is, again, another interesting one. We talk about Pele Larson. Again, maybe an unknown player. I think if you're into college basketball and you know about, college basketball, who Pele Larson is. He is a rookie this season on the Miami Heat. And we look at these injuries, which is key, right? This time of year, basketball lineups, rotations, and things are very, very weird. We look at these, Jovic is out, Kevin Love is out, Duncan Robinson is out, and Andrew Wiggins is out. And for some reason, Jaime Jaquez is just not playing basketball that often now for the Miami Heat. And Pele Larson coming off the best game he's had all season, right? He played 30 minutes, had 44.2 fantasy points, 14, 6, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, took 11 shots. And I think also he's pretty much blowout proof, as he is a younger rookie type of player. I think he was like a 2nd-round pick. They really, have no reason not to develop him. And given the injuries that the Miami Heat have right now currently. I see no reason for him not to get a minimum of, coming off 30 minutes. I don't see him getting anything less than 25, regardless of the score this season. And again, we take a look at Pelle Larsson over on Outlier. Just in games this season when he's played 20 minutes, he's over this line in 6 of 9 games, averaging 21.6 fantasy points. Let's just say he sees a minimum of minutes of 25. Again, this season he's over in 5 of 5 games this season when he plays those type of minutes, 5 of 5, averaging 27.5 fantasy points, including a matchup with the Wizards, finishing with 27.3 fantasy in 27.5 minutes. Again, 18.5 fantasy is very, very low, and we know the Wizards are obviously the weakest defense in the NBA. Right across the board. Just again, we look at forwards fantasy score game log this season versus the Wizards, just logging 20 plus minutes. Just the type of lines people have had. I mean, Denny Avdia or Caleb Houston just the other day, 6'5", 2'3". There's just so many ways for this line to hit for Pelle Larsson, given if he sees the 20 plus minutes. I mean, like I said, 20 plus minutes this season. Going back to Outlier, by the way, let's just see. Going back to Outlier, when he sees, let's just see 18 minutes this season. When he plays 18 minutes this season, he's over in 7 of 13. But, you jump this up to 20. He's over in 6 of 9. But now he's got the best matchup possible against the worst defense in the NBA. So 2 player props for this video, 2 Europeans. Please drop a like on this video, you guys. Check out all the links in the description below. Hop into the Discord. And as always, let's cash.